Hey, what's up, Mario Addicts? Mario Addicts here today, giving you 3 reasons why I think there should be a Kid Icarus game for the Switch. I'm aware that a top 3 video is pretty far-fetched, but honestly, I can only come up with 3 reasons, and if I were to do 5, two of them would sound forced.
The winner is...
It's game over for you!
Number 3, controls. So for those of you who have played Kid Icarus Uprising, you know that the control scheme for the game was mostly stylus-based. You used the stylus to aim the reticle, control the camera, and even use certain abilities. And you used the left trigger to shoot and the circle pad to move around. While this style of control was passable at best, it still had left a lot to be desired, as plenty of players tended to get cramps from this, me included by the way, and it just wasn't the easiest to use at times, especially during a boss when there was so much going on at once. But I feel that with the Switch's control scheme, the controls could be improved tenfold. You could use the ZL or ZR button to shoot and attack, while the camera could be mapped to the right analog stick, and the left analog stick could be used to move around like before. I feel like this control style will not only be better than the 3DS one, but I also think it'll make action sequences easier.
The winner is...
That was easy!
Number 2, graphics. So alright, so if you've been watching my channel long enough, you should know that graphics aren't a number 1 priority for me, but since the Switch is twice as powerful as 3DS, I feel that it can also lead to the game not only looking prettier, but also leading to more flexibility when it comes to the game as a whole. Possibly making the game longer than the previous one because Nintendo won't have to worry about hardware limitations. And I really just kind of like the idea of maybe this next Kid Icarus game being like bigger.
The winner is...
Victory!
Number 1. It is one of Nintendo's most underrated IPs. Out of all of the Nintendo IPs, this one definitely gets the least attention. I mean, considering the fact that in 30 years we've only gotten 3 games from this series, it makes me concerned that this series will be forgotten altogether if Nintendo doesn't do something fast. And it's a darn shame too, because in my opinion, the Kid Icarus franchise is the second best Nintendo series period, next to Mario of course. I think the reason for this is because this is one of the very few Nintendo franchises to have characters who actually feel alive. Because let's face it, 90% of Nintendo characters either can't talk at all, or they can, but they just decide to stay silent for unknown reasons. And they generally have little to no personality at all. Sure, there's some characters like Luigi and Captain Toad from the Super Mario series and the incarnation of Zelda in Breath of the Wild who do have some interesting character traits, but they're in the minority unfortunately. But in Kid Icarus Uprising, practically every character had personality. I mean, if you look at Pit in this game, you'll see how well-rounded he is for a character. He's very gluttonous, he tends to be very jokey and constantly breaks the 4th wall. He likes sleeping, and he's also been shown to be quite lazy at times too. He's like the Deadpool of Nintendo. Except without the guns and violence and sexiness. That was a joke, by the way, don't take that seriously. Palutena is also a great character in the game as well, even if she does constantly tease Pit all the time. But yeah, this series definitely needs more attention because of how much potential it has. And yes, I am aware that Sakurai said he wouldn't make a sequel, but keep in mind, this is the exact same man who said Mewtwo was going to be the only DLC for Smash 4, and now look at it. But anyway guys, I think I've got my points across pretty well. What do you guys think? Would you like to see a new Kid Icarus game for the Switch? Because I know I would. I really feel like it has a lot of potential to be a thing, and if it was shown off during this E3, I would be so ecstatic about it, and yeah. But anywho, that's about it. Let me know in the comments below if you would want a Kid Icarus game or not. This is Mario Addicts, signing off. Bye.